Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stand. I hope you're doing well this Tuesday morning. I don't know what day it is, but we are here with the latest Manchester United news and transfer news. And Jadon Sancho to Manchester United is looking increasingly likely that it will happen, as Jan Argafjortov said yesterday, before the 10th of August. But more than that, there is a growing confidence that this will actually be the cliche, the dream, whatever you want to call it, Friday the 7th of August. Number 7, Jadon Sancho. Manchester United want this. As I said last night, the marketing material is beginning. The launch is getting prepared. Big day Friday, the 7th of August. Manchester United's most iconic shirt. If you can do it for the 5th for Harry Maguire and you can do it for the 29th for Wan-Bissaka, if you're going to do a day, you do it on the 7th because it's the most iconic shirt. And Jadon Sancho is going to break the transfer record. Manchester United will want this on the 7th. Can they get it done in what is effectively 3 days? Can they get it done? Well, I think they can. I think they actually can, and there is a growing confidence that this will happen. Now, I've got some big updates to give you in relation to centre-backs, proper, good inside information that you'll probably go, we don't want to talk about that, but it is exciting news about the centre-backs. We'll talk about that in a moment. And Jack Grealish. And some other stuff. It's also a new kit launch. The new home kit is out today. Don't know what you think about that. I think there's some interesting stuff around the new kit and transfers as well that you can figure out. But let's stick with Sancho for a moment. So, where we are at with Sancho, and yesterday was a whirlwind day. We had Sancho nearly being done. We had Sanchez being out the door. Where are we at today now? We start a new day and it settles a little bit. Well, the barrier has been broken. The big barrier with Manchester United and Dortmund, and has been this barrier right the way back to when we had Fabrizio Romano on in April, and Christian Falk, and Mr. Honigstein, and everybody really, you know, even the person I speak to, has been Sancho wants to come to United, United wants Sancho, Dortmund, fee, Manchester United. That is the thing. And it's all about saving face. Dortmund are very good, and even when Aubameyang wanted to leave, even when Ousmane Dembele wanted to leave, they still got really good money, and they will want really good money for Jadon Sancho. And it's interesting that yesterday there was a bit of an argument between Bayern Munich and Dortmund, where Bayern Munich was saying, we buy players to make them great players at Bayern Munich, Dortmund buy players to make money. And I think maybe there is some truth in that from Bayern Munich, but the reality is we're trying to buy a player from Dortmund. They want 120 million euros. Man United don't want to pay 120 million euros, but as soon as Dortmund have said, we will take instalments, that barrier is gone. United can now construct a deal with Dortmund that makes Dortmund say, we've got 120 million euros, that makes Manchester United say, we're not paying 120 million euros up front. The medical, well, he's back in training. He's not like James Maddison, Dele Alli, Jack Grealish, who are sunning it up and drinking it up in Ibiza on their break. Sancho's done that. He's back in training. Medical won't be a problem. Get him over. We go over there. Personal terms, as we spoke about yesterday, they're all sorted on a 5-year deal. So realistically, there's not a lot to do on this deal. So Friday, to me, almost feels like it could, this could be done tomorrow. It could be done Thursday. Friday does seem soon, but it's very, very much achievable at the moment. Look, anything can happen. Stumbling blocks could occur, but the point is the marketing rights, the personal terms done, the fee pretty much just about how it's going to be constructed done. Medical, what is there left to be done? The hard work in this deal has been done, and we are very much very close to this deal being done. And I think that, look, we can all talk about the ramifications of this going forward, how we will do deals quickly in the future. But look, we are looking at Friday the 7th of August being the day that we unveil our most expensive signing and our most iconic shirt. And the only thing that holds me back a little bit is it a little bit obvious? Is it a little bit cliche? Is it a little bit cheese? Not really. I don't think it is. I think launching a player on the 7th when you've got a brand new kit, I think, look, some of us are a little bit old, some of us are a little bit reserved, some of us love all the hype. But the reality is Manchester United is a business, and if this is what they do, if this is how they buy players, and they want to make it into a big circus because they're going to make a load of money and social interactivity, then, I don't care if they do all that. If they buy players, if that means they can buy players like that. So, look, bring on the razzmatazz, bring on Friday, because it's looking very, 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 very likely. I mean, what have I been told? Not much more than what's out there anyway. I've basically been told that there's a lot, Manchester United are working towards Friday, there's a lot of marketing stuff being done around Friday, and that there is probably a 75% chance that it's going to happen on Friday. But I was even told, don't rule out that they'll do it the day before, just to shock everybody, because that new kit is out. So, look, let's see. Hello, Mark. Can you call my best mate Matthew a Pratt, says Paul DeLuca. And can't wait until Jadon Sancho is holding the number 7 shirt up. We're finally doing great transfers, says Alex Ruffinell. Connor Brooks says, what an August this could be. Sancho, Pogba, new contract there, and bye-bye Sanchez. Your content's been amazing this, Mark. Thank you very much, says Connor. Thank you, Connor. Robert McCornack says, please sign Grealish. We'll talk about that in a minute, Robert. And if Sancho comes, does Pogba stay, and how are you, says Jordan. Well, nice of Jordan to actually ask how I'm doing. You don't need to ask that. But thank you for asking. I'm doing very well. Look, we've been doing the United Stand for 5 years now. The summer is always a different time. It feels a little bit weird because it does feel a little bit weird because we have got the games. I'm just being told of more information coming in. It is just absolutely constant at the moment, and I think it's gonna stay like that. And this is gonna be quite an interesting update, I think. Let's have a quick look. So, I'm just having a quick look here while we look at it. I don't think it's anything of note, really. No, he's just talking about David Ornstein, just talking about Willian. I thought he was talking about Man United, which would have been nice. But look, the big thing that I wanted to say as well is, and it's important amongst all the transfer news, and welcome to Priyansha Upadhyay, latest member of the United Stand Members Club, is that the great thing about all this hype about Jadon Sancho is that it's taken away from what he actually is. He's a footballer who will wear a Manchester United shirt and play on a football pitch for Manchester United. And in that sense, he's one of the best exciting talents in world football. So we can get all hyped about, look, transfers and football pitch, they don't go together. Like, they don't. I've done this for 5 years. You've watched it, a lot of you, for that long. Transfer hype and discussion is a different feeling to watching Manchester United play. They're like two separate things, but obviously they're intrinsically linked. Sancho as a signing is, yeah, give us the W. We are elite. We're, like a boss. All that. It's a different celebration. But not only that, when he goes onto the football pitch, he makes us infinitely better. So that's the exciting thing ultimately, is that we're getting an absolutely fantastic player here at Manchester United. Thoughts on Smalling coming back, says Mo. We'll be talking about that in a minute. Chris Barnes, I don't want to wait for the 7th. Can't we just ask Harry to give him the 5th shirt, says Chris Barnes. Well, look, there's no guarantee it's going to happen on the 7th. It could go beyond that, but it could be before that. Great work, Mark. I'm anxious to know the next position Woodward will be looking to strengthen after Sancho, says Alabu. And welcome to Mike Downey, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. Well, I've got a lot to discuss today, and we may well be going back to Grealish. The press conference is today. They've put it back to 1 o'clock. It was meant to be at 10:30 today. The press conference for Ollie is now at 1 o'clock. So we'll be doing our press conference reaction at just after 1 o'clock. So a busy day, as usual. But I'm going to give you something now. I'll give you something now. Ali says, what's your opinion on the French centre-back from France? You're talking about Gabriel, or you're talking about the Monaco centre-back. Gabriel is not French, he's Brazilian, so maybe you're talking about Benoit Badiashile at Monaco. I can tell you, and you can take this to the bank, Manchester United are in talks for Gabriel from Lille. That is happening. I'm not saying the deal's happening, but those talks that were being rumoured at the end of last week, that some French outlets were saying yesterday, is true. I've spoken to somebody today. It's not even my normal source. It's somebody very, very good. And Manchester United are in talks. It's the start of talks. It doesn't mean that a deal will be done. But Manchester United definitely are interested in Gabriel from Lille, who is 22, left-footed, 6'3", quite quick, good on the ball, left-footed. I've said that twice. He's left-footed. So the Gabriel thing, and look, we've got to be careful. You can't sell Sanchez on Monday, sign up Sancho on Tuesday. Gabriel, Grealish on Thursday, and on Friday and Saturday we chilled, whatever. You can't just do that. That's not going to happen. And the Gabriel interest may well get parked for 2 or 3 weeks, you know. But there is the interest there, which to me is positive on 2 levels. One, I'd be excited about signing him because it shows we're using our European and trusting our European scouting network. But 2, more importantly, whether we get Gabriel or somebody else, it really shows we're looking for a left-footed centre-back. And that is very important because Jadon Sancho is a sensational signing. But Real Madrid did that 15 years ago. They go and buy superstars, but they don't also solve other problems. We need a left-sided centre-back as much as we need a right winger. The fact that Sancho is a superb world-class right winger and the left-sided centre-back might be a work in progress, great, you know, but we do need those problems solving. Welcome to William Harahap, latest member of the United Stand Members Club, and Mike Downey. Thanks for joining, everybody. Chris Smalling is obviously coming back. I've got a lot to get through. Chris Smalling is coming back. Roma have not named him in their Europa League squad like Alexis Sanchez has, because Alexis Sanchez is signing for Inter Milan. A deal's been done. United would not let people be in the Europa League squads unless a deal was being done. So Sanchez is going to Inter Milan, as we discussed last night, and he is in the Europa League squad. He could play against us. Chris Smalling has not been named in the Roma squad because basically what the feeling is that Roma was so confident that Chris Smalling wanted to go to Roma that they decided to piss about a bit with the price. There was a price agreed, 3 million plus 15 million next year. And Roma felt that they could get that price down because they were so confident that Smalling would push for the move. And United have said, you know what, you can push for the move as much as you like. We're not being held for ransom. You're not having him in the Europa League squad, and Smalling is coming back. Now, what I would say about that is Chris Smalling has done fantastically well at Roma this year. There won't be a shortage of interest for Chris Smalling because he's had such a good season, whether it's Premier League or Serie A. He will not have a future at Manchester United. He won't. He will be sold this summer. Manchester United will get money this summer. They may get 10 million, but there'll be 10 million now instead of waiting another year and having to pay his wages, whatever. So Manchester United will sell Chris Smalling, but Roma have blown it. Maybe they can't afford it. So he will go, and I think, again, United have acted well in that. They don't want to drag out some deal with Roma. They want it done. There is no future for Smalling at United. Smalling doesn't probably want to have a future at United because he doesn't want to be on the bench. So he will be sold, but it won't be to Roma. So, you know, that's where it is with Chris Smalling on that one. The kit, I just want to talk about the kit as well. We've spoken about Jadon Sancho, highly likely by next Monday, probably Friday. It's looking very good for Friday. They'll probably do it tomorrow now but I don't really care. As I said, the fact that we're signing this player is just unbelievably fantastic. The new kit has launched. Look, regardless of the reality is we will like that kit because they will wear that kit and we will grow to like that kit, and it's the people in the kit that matters. But as far as I'm concerned, that you could paint bin bags red and stick a Chevrolet badge on it. We've still got Bruno in it. We've still got Sancho going to be in it. We've still got Martial in it, Pogba in it, Rashford in it. So to be honest with you, I'm not going to wear the new kit, so it doesn't bother me. My daughter wants it. She said, can you get me the new kit today? So I've said, you know, we'll have a look at that later. But it doesn't bother me what the kit is. Do I like the new kit? Not really. I think it's, as I said on Twitter, if you put a Scarborough United badge on it, everyone would just say that's a bang average kit. I don't like it much. I don't hate it. I'm not going to buy it anyway. I might buy the new tracksuit, but I don't like that because I don't wear it. So not bothered about the kit. Some of you will like it. Some of you will like it. Some of you won't. But I guarantee it's like anything. You'll grow to like it. People marry people and they don't like them, and then they grow to put up with them. So we will get to like it. But the more interesting thing with the kit for me is, if you want to buy it, get over to United Direct and buy it. But I'm not on commission. It's not in the video description. If you want to buy our t-shirts, links in the video, just check them out underneath. But on a serious note, from the kit, the thing I noticed straight away, and it might change through the afternoon, it probably will. I saw Rashford, McTominay, Dan James, Bruno prominently in United's new kit for the launch. I'm pretty sure we normally see Pogba and Lingard in those kits. What does that mean? It probably means those pictures haven't been released yet, to be honest with you. But Jesse Lingard is normally front of house for these sort of things. So does that mean United are not putting Lingard in a kit because they're going to sell him? Does it mean that then he's not in a kit because he wants to leave? Does it mean, is he not in a kit just because they decided to use other people? Are they going to release those pictures a little bit later? look, you can read into it what you like. I just thought straight away, oh, Lingard's not front of house. He normally is for kit launchers. So maybe they haven't put him at front of house because he's not had a good season. I don't know. As for Pogba, I saw some people saying, oh, Pogba's not in a new kit, he's going. Pogba's not going anywhere. Although I did have a dream last night. I had a dream last night that I was in Mallorca and somebody tapped me on the shoulder and said, Real Madrid are buying Pogba. And I just laughed and got in my boat and drove off. But I haven't got a boat. I'm not in Mallorca and Pogba's not leaving Manchester United this summer. So why they haven't released any pictures of Pogba yet, I don't know. I think that maybe they're holding them back. Hi Mark, no, the Sun is a hit or miss, but would you do the Smalling for Bernardeschi swap deal, says James Kang. I don't see how it benefits United really, but actually I would swap him because he's more valuable. What's this all about a left-footed centre-back? Rio and Vidic were both right-footed. Also, we should experiment with Fred as left-back, says Mihir. I think we'll move on from that comment. Bill, when is the Flex and KG show coming? It is going to be today. I think it's going to be... it won't be at 1 o'clock because we've got the press conference, but it is going to be out today. I think I might just give them the 8 o'clock slot. We'll see how it goes. We're so fluid today because there's so much going on. You can't almost have set times. Like I was meant to be doing the 10 o'clock show today. It's 10:30 because I thought the press conference was at 10:30. They've moved it to 1. So we'll be doing the press conference reaction just after 1 o'clock because Ollie will be asked about transfers. So we've got to cover that. Welcome to Dean Turek, latest member of the Nightstand Members Club. Smalling is not that for benchmate, says Gurav. And Stephen Lowe, latest member of the United Stand Members Club there as well. Let me talk to you about Jack Grealish for a moment as well. Jack Grealish is on holiday at the moment. He's actually on holiday with James Maddison and Dele Alli. As I said, sunning it up. Pictures of him having a beer. Ooh, what a shock. Lads in their early 20s are on holiday somewhere nice with a load of girls having a drink of alcohol. Oh my God. What's gone wrong with the world? It's terrible. Don't bring them to Manchester United. They're disgusting. Why are they not on a pilgrimage? You know, I mean, it just makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. These people who take these photos make thousands of pounds off these stories that they sell in this faux shock horror thing. They're on bloody holiday. They're rich, young, successful men who are not married, who want to go out and have a bit of fun, like most people do in their early 20s. So, look, I ain't bothered about them being on holiday. I'm not bothered about them. Look, yeah, it's a bit cringe what Maddison did, of course. I mean, yeah, but we've all been there. We've all been drunk. And fair play to them for having a good time. What does it mean about Manchester United is what I'm interested in. Well, we're not signing Maddison. We're definitely not signing Dele Alli, thank God. Grealish, I just think that, again, you can see evidence like Grealish being on holiday. And you can go, well, there's absolutely no chance Grealish is doing a medical for Manchester United in the next fortnight when he's on the piss at the moment in Ibiza and he's probably going to be on there for the rest of the week. So we're not signing Jack Grealish anytime soon. But later in the transfer window, I feel you might see some movement around Jack Grealish. He's going to have to be match fit for the start of the season for Villa, which is the middle of September. So he's going to come back from his holiday, probably sort of middle of August. And around then, we'll have Sancho done. We'll have Sancho's gone. I think then we'll start looking at the attacking midfielder. So I would say with Grealish, maybe towards the end of August. I still think that's going to happen, by the way. I do think it's going to happen. I think it's so obvious that Solskjaer wants Grealish that I think that deal will happen. So we'll have to wait and see. But that one's going to have to get parked for a bit. Welcome to the Stretford 92 and Arthur Alexander, latest members of the clubs. Thanks for joining and supporting the channel both. And we should play Matic striker, says Ion. We've got a few plonkers today. And welcome to Rockid Haviz. You look cute in that top, says Ali. Thank you very much. Thank you. And also just wanted to talk about, and welcome to Rahul Bansay. Hi Mark, just joined. Apologies for what I have missed. Just wanted to take this time to say I love the content, says Aaron Ergen, who is a member. I can see the badge next to your name. So what about a centre-back? We've spoken about that. I'm fine with Grealish not coming. He can stay and struggle at Villa for all I care, says Quest. And also, Donny should be the attacking midfielder. Well, hoping to get some updates around Donny van der Beek towards the end of the week. But to be honest, do we really need it? We're just living in a Sancho world at the moment. We're very close to 780,000 subscribers at the moment as well. I know it's not quite right for darts, but 780! So subscribe if you're new, bottom right-hand corner. Obviously, lots of content on the channel at the moment. And a fence post. I think we should put a statue of Conte outside Old Trafford, says Ayanda. Look, I said that. I said that, didn't I? I've said that before. I think that the way that Conte has bought our crap really does deserve some sort of statue, I think. But you know, he's bought Lukaku, he's bought Ashley Young, he's buying Sanchez. I mean, these are all players that I wanted to get rid of from Manchester United, and I'm sure a lot of you did as well. So it is fantastic how it's going. What was I doing? Let's get rid of this twat here. There we go. I was just somebody told me there has been some more news around Jadon Sancho, so I just want to double check that we're not missing anything whilst we're live, and then I can go on to the next point. Is this an no. Willian's options: Chelsea, Arsenal, Barcelona, and Miami. Not interested. I mean, Willian is just he's a Poundland. What is he? He's a Poundland Jesse Lingard. It's probably better than that, to be fair. Are you nervous about today, Mark? Says Jordan Turner. What have I got? I don't know. What's happening to me? What is happening? Hi, Mark. What about holding midfielder? Fred is not looking what we hoped for, but who should we be looking for? Says Prangvan. I don't think we'll look for a midfield. Will Fred stay or go, Mark? Says Fred. I've been accused of disliking Fred. I don't understand this. I mean, look, I often get accused of hating on Marcus Rashford as well. I don't get this. Rashford's always been one of my favourite players. I'm just honest when I don't think he's had a good game, and I think that's the way everyone should be. Same with Fred. I mean, look, I think Fred, for me, up until lockdown, was our second best player of the season behind Wan-Bissaka. Obviously, you play a full season, and I think after lockdown, Fred was disappointing. So was McTominay. So was Brandon Williams, as far as I was concerned. And all three of those had been very good before lockdown. So everybody, you know, there's a number of players that you've got. If you're wearing a United shirt, you've got to be consistently good. I think Fred's actually done an interview, I read it today, where he said he's very happy with the season he's had. And I think he's right. If you look at Fred at the start of the season to what he's achieved and how he's held in esteem in the team, look, he's not a starter, but he's still better than he was a year ago in relation to the manager's trust. So I think Fred's got a big season next season. I don't see how he gets into the first team, but that's got to be the challenge. So I don't know what Fred's future is at Manchester United. If I'm guessing, I think he'll go next summer. I think he'll have a bit part next season. I don't see him playing anywhere near as many games next season unless we get major injuries again. But you know, he's had a good season, and he's certainly the sort of player that you don't mind having on your bench. I just like to see him coming off the bench and doing a little bit better. But, you know, he has shown that capability. Sorry if I missed it. Could Sancho play in the Europa League if the deal is done today, says Ricky? No. And at this rate, Conte might want pink boots as well, says Sartak. Well, who's he going to buy next? Lingard, Jones, Rojo? Harry Kane is likely to leave Spurs soon. Not many clubs can go for him, and he will cost a lot of money. Would you take him at United, Mark? Says FIFA Crazy. I do like Harry Kane. Hello, Harry Kane. I do like Harry Kane. That's football joke. If you watch me on there. I do like Harry Kane, but I don't want him at Manchester United. Ridiculously expensive, and I don't think he's the sort of player that suits United. Today's the day, says Jordan Turner. I don't know what today is. And Don't Touch says, how are you, Mark? I always miss the live show due to work. Got lucky today. Love everything you do. Shout out to all the viewers too. Nothing without the viewers. Ricky Lee Pepper, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. So let me go back to the start, because I know people will have been joining in later. I am doing a watch-along at 8 o'clock tonight. As long as we don't sign Sancho, I am going to do a watch-along for Brentford versus Fulham on Mark Goldbridge. That's football, if anyone wants to watch that. But we have got KG and Flex on here, so probably watch that. Hi, Goldie. When's the match preview coming out? Says Shiro. Mate, I'm fully aware we haven't done the match preview. The match preview was meant to be at 8 o'clock last night. But I think, in all honesty, there will be a match preview. I will get a preview up at some point. But in all honesty, we're 5-0 up against Last Links. Does the match preview really have as much importance as talking about what we're doing at the moment off the pitch? And I don't. For me, I think the more relevant thing is not that. I think we've had a tweet from Fabrizio Romano while we're live as well. Let's have a look. it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy at the moment. The English club that is trying to get... Oh no, he's not tweeted about United though, has he? He's talking about Leicester. Is it true United don't want to pay the 120 million for Sancho, or is the talks on the structure? Work in progress. Negative updates are not true. Simply a work in progress. That's what Fabrizio had to say about Manchester United. So it's still a work in progress, which is... I'd like to tell you that I spoke to Fabrizio this morning, but that would be telling. Anyway, look, back on Sancho for a moment. Manchester United are working on this deal. The marketing wheels are in motion, because you can't just sign up. Man United can't just say, we've bought Sancho, everybody. Oh shit, we haven't got the photograph, we haven't got the video, we haven't got everything ready. We're gonna know. In fact, we'll be doing a video at some point, deal done, before it's official. That's normally what happens, because it happens, but it's not there yet. It isn't there yet. And to be honest with you, it's not really there yet until someone like Christian Falk or Fabrizio Romano says true, or here we go. That's when you know it's pretty much done. And we're not far away from that. We aren't far away from that with Sancho at all. So it is going to be happening very, very soon. Do I think it's going to happen on Friday? Yeah, I do. I certainly think it's going to happen in the next 6 days. And I think United will go for Friday. Of course, Dortmund might get a little bit, we're not having that. We're not having it on, we can have him on Saturday. United aren't totally in control of this situation, but the way things are working, Friday, Jadon Sancho, to me, is the one that I would go, yeah, that's going to happen, and this is what we're hearing. And as I said, look, if you don't think that's going to happen, listen to what Jan Argafjortov said yesterday. He's got connects in Germany. He works there. Highly likely to be done by Monday. Also, personal terms are done. Marketing terms are done. The deal is basically agreed between the clubs. It's just the structure of the deal. But the fact that Dortmund will take instalments and United don't have to pay the 120 million euro, which they never could pay, means that it's really just about what are Dortmund getting now, what are they getting in the future, and that's the last stumbling block, and that was always going to be the stumbling block. Do you think Matic will be dropped in favour of a front four? Says Gardis. No. Seen 4 Toons on YouTube. Would love to see your reaction. Watching some, says Emperor. No, I do watch it, but I haven't watched it recently. Serious note, I do believe you put Martial before the club. If you say you don't want Kane, Martial done well this season, but there's always someone better, and this Kane obviously is no agenda, says Robert McCormack. No, don't put words into my mouth, and I won't put words into yours, Robert. I don't know what your obsession is with Harry Kane. Maybe you got pictures of him on your wall. I don't know. Harry Kane's a good player. I don't want Harry Kane at Manchester United. He's too expensive. I've seen Harry Kane play lots of football. His link-up play and his selfishness doesn't suit Manchester United. Anthony Martial, or a player like Anthony Martial, suits Manchester United. Martial can play a game where we win 3-0 and get no shots on target. Do you think Harry Kane's going to be happy to do that? Look at the Brighton game. Look at how many chances we created for Martial. But look, he was still nearly one of the man of the match, because the work he did for the people around him, his movement, created space for others. Harry Kane is a focal striker. Everything's got to go through Harry Kane. I've got to be the one getting the shots. I don't want that type of striker at Manchester United. It's nothing to do with Harry Kane. I don't think Lewandowski would work at United either. Martial fits our team like Firmino fits Liverpool. He might not score loads of goals, but the work he does to bring the wingers into play, the midfielders into play, that is why I don't want Harry Kane. And also, you'd have to pay 150 million quid for a player I don't think we even need. I think we should just play the kids against last. If they can bottle a 5-0 lead, then obviously those kids are not United standard and ought to be binned. I'll talk about that in the preview. I don't think we're going to see a total team of kids, because, look, imagine if Ollie bottled a 5-0 lead. We will have McTominay playing, we will have Fred playing, we will have Brandon Williams and Agallo and Dan James, those sort of players. Juan Mata, they will play. That's what will happen. Anyway, we're going to be back very soon. We might be back sooner than I think, because who knows when new news is going to come out around Manchester United at the moment. But what I do know is Ollie's doing his press conference at 1 o'clock, and I'll be live straight afterwards with an update, reaction to that, because he will be asked about Sanchez, he will be asked about Smalling, and he will be asked about transfers in, like Jadon Sancho. So excited to hear from Ollie for the first time in a couple of weeks. and we'll be live just after 1 o'clock for that. So make sure you subscribe to bottom right hand corner. Smash a like on the video. Thanks to everyone who's become a member as well. Big shout out to them. Nearly 20,000 watching. Fantastic support. Thanks to the moderators. Everybody's excited. And remember, you're all, you know, we can't do it without you. So thanks everyone for all your comments. Even Robert McCormack and his Harry Kane obsession. Because there's nothing wrong with wanting Harry Kane to come to United. But I don't have to agree. I don't agree. Some people will think, yeah, Kane. Some people won't. And that's fine. But the main thing is Jadon Sancho. Friday awaits. Speak to you a bit.